And welcome to another edition of Could Be Wrong. I am Nick Schwert with Edward Scoopy Hands, Kevin T-Han, and Jayhawk Talk, a.k.a. Kevin Meckley. 41-0, boys. 41-0. Kansas beats Houston 69-56. Bill Self still has never lost on Big Monday at home. And Houston now has a 3-game losing streak. Listen, Darren Peterson, 30 minutes, played the whole game. There was a minor scare. I think a lot of people were like, wait a minute, what's going on here? That's not the headline. And I'm glad that's not the headline. I'm glad we're not going to do 45 minutes on Darren Peterson. We may do 26 to 30. We're not going to do the whole show on this because this was a night about the transfers, about Trey White getting back to his bullshit up early, not even a minute in, already cussing, bad strike on me. And Melvin Council being in flow state, Flory Badunga. If there was any question who the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year is, I think he probably ended those conversations tonight. You could go any number of ways here because Bryson Tiller was fantastic. Jamari McDowell only had, I think he hit 2 shots, but there were 2 massive threes. So, Mike, where do you want to start? Like, what is your biggest takeaway? The player you want to focus on, the topic you want to focus on? Because I feel like we could go a million different directions here.
Anytime Bill Self and Kelvin Samson get together, it is beautiful, beautiful basketball. James Naismith was smiling down from above, watching those rocks fly back and forth. Look, the narrative for me, the story for me, besides your Botox and looking good, which we respect you looking good.
What's with the Botox? I saw the comments. I don't know what this is about.
Okay, well, interesting. It's a team win. It was a real team win. I think you could point to a ton of guys, and it all really added up, totaled up to a great showing. Flory was great defense. Trey White reappeared. Turns out he's pretty important. Had that take last episode. Nick hated it. Interesting. Just going to take my take there. Give myself a point for that. Jamari made your own. Darren played the whole game. Bill and Darren had a good good video moment right on camera. It was great to see. Just every step of the way, great defense against just, a beautiful, beautiful basketball team in Houston.
3rd top 5 win of the season.
Wow. Mac, no mic. Mac's got to fix his mic. I'm stepping in early this episode. I didn't do it last time, and we went 45 minutes of it.
No mic?
No mic. We're just getting computer audio. That's fine. It's doable. It's salvageable. I don't want you to get in your head about this. I don't want this to become crippling. I don't want you to change your Twitter avatar to Edward Scissorhands or Maximus from Gladiator. So just
Nick,
do you.
Nick, does Botox hurt? The comments are really locking in. Nick was late.
Look at these forehead lines.
Still alive.
Yeah, you need a few more units.
You don't get those forehead lines with Botox.
You get those more units. Watching a lot of Jamari McDowell basketball.
Is that the unit of measurement with Botox units?
It sounds right.
7 units of Botox. Listen, Trey White, not just having a great game, but specifically finding his jumper again was huge because, Mike, I know you had talked about early in the season, and we had talked about it a lot. Like,
I did.
The biggest revelation this year was Trey White committing to Kansas, his 4th school, and turning into a sniper over the offseason. Like, I don't think KU thought they were getting that. In the last couple of weeks when he lost that jumper, I was kind of like, oh, is this just like we got treated to a couple nice months from him, and now he's going to go back to the guy he was? It's nice to see that he can still be lethal from beyond the arc because it changes the dynamic of this offense.
Were you worried? Were you worried that we were getting a massive regression to the mean?
I thought about it. I thought about it the last 48 hours, or not 48, the last week. Yeah.
New mean higher.
Yeah.
He's a 40% shooter.
I like no, you said last game before or last pod. Something was missing. A piece was missing from the team. And I was like, it's Trey White. Like that. And I'm not saying he's got to be, I don't think we can count on Trey White being what he was tonight every game. But you need A steady Trey White goes such a long way for this team. He makes everything so much easier. He's going to get corner looks. It's going to stretch the defense. Like, it's just great to see.
Take pimping. You're pimping your own take.
Well, Nick hated my take, and he didn't even want to talk about it on the air.
You keep saying that. You keep saying that.
You told me that you don't think Trey White will ever score 10 points again in a game.
That's a fake take.
Paraphrasing.
That's a fake take.
Nope. Just run back the tape on that take.
Yeah, Trey White was great. Melvin was great. I thought to open the second half, there are those stretches that we've seen a handful of times from him this year where the flow of the game starts to just play in his favor. It turns into the style of game that he likes to play. A lot of long rebounds where he can just grab it and push that thing. And it happened for like 4 straight minutes tonight. And it's so much fun. When the second he catches the ball, he's at the other team's free throw line. And you go, oh, he's taking this all the way. Or he's going to make something happen. Or he's going to throw a lob to someone. And it is so much fun when he gets in that flow state where you're just like, this is Melvin's game for the next 4 to 5 minutes until there's another stoppage.
And he always looks so out of control, but it's so in control. Like you always, oh, he's going to turn this over. And then he just like magically does some weird floater from the free throw line or like some just dribbles around everybody and ends up with a lob. Like he's so much fun to watch. He's a vibe, man. Just a total vibe, up and down, off the court, on the court. He's the absolute best. Spirit animal of the year.
I think it was Barstool KU that tweeted out something about like, can we just have a video angle that just shows nonstop Melvin lobs? And I have a question for all of you, but specifically you, Matt, because I feel like you being a KU historian, is Melvin like an all-time lob thrower in the Bill Self era? Like, is he on the Mount Rushmore of lob throwers during the Bill Self era of Kansas?
Ooh, that's so good. It's a two-way street. You need the catcher of the lobs to also be on the team. But yeah,
they have a good one, and they have a good one. A couple
they
of
have
them.
a really good one, and a couple good they have a really good one, and then some okay ones. Yeah, the answer is yes. He's 1000%. Like, and you go back through like assist leaders and stuff. Assist leaders is different than lob throwers because you have to be able to penetrate most of the time. You have to do different things. Like they are so good in the 2-man game, getting lobs. I don't remember anyone ever being as good as Melvin that I can remember in the 2-man game, like pick and roll action, whatever it is. Like that is pretty lethal.
Tyshawn, a good lob thrower.
Tyshawn,
Can we mention other good lob throwers?
Yeah, and
Russell?
again, like to Mech's point, it's like every single guy that you want to name. It's like, oh, who was Tyshawn throwing lobs to? T-Rob, all-time dunker.
Elijah
Dotson throwing lobs to Doak. All he wanted to do was dunk. So it is they do kind of go hand in hand, but he has a knack for it. He seems to be able to do it from the most awkward angles.
Flipping it.
Yeah, he's
flipping it over the head.
Yeah, it's so good.
And one lobs.
But you know what? He hasn't turned that over. Like he rarely turns that over. Like he knows what he's doing. He sees it better than everybody.
Yeah, keep the Botox comments coming in for anybody who's watching on YouTube. Apologies.
Not distracting at all.
Yeah, apologies to anybody who's listening on audio formats.
Nick, also, you're ignoring a lot of plus-minus comments.
Nick is a huge plus-minus guy.
I have him in front of me. I have him in front of me if you guys want him.
How's Cole looking? How is Cole's plus-minus?
How about let's start with this. Who do you think had the highest plus-minus of the night? This one's actually very obvious. It's not a trick question.
Flory.
It's Flory. It's Flory with 17. Melvin Council with 14, and Jamari McDowell also with 14.
God, Trey had 28 or 23 in 28 minutes. I figured he'd be up there.
Trey's not a plus minus guy, so he's
hey,
not
by the
real,
way, turns out, I'm so
good.
glad you said that, Mech, because turns out Single game plus minus is a useless statistic.
or
Whoa,
maybe Trey just
whoa.
didn't have that good a game. Maybe Jamari was better.
That's a
Mech
better
thinks
take.
it's the
Like-
perfect
like maybe.
snapshot of a game, if you will.
Stop it.
Mech,
Hey.
you're good at the very verbose like Twitter posts. So you should do like 3 paragraphs on why Trey White actually didn't have that great of a
You know
game,
what? I might.
centered around his plus minus.
Can I just say Jamari had a better game than Trey White, and here's why.
Yeah.
And here's why. Analytics.
So here's one picture that represents why.
Stop
Do
it.
that. Do that. Okay, we'll get to it later. Hey, huge basket into the first half. This freshman comes off the bench with like 8 seconds left. His name is Darren Peterson. Okay. Is it not Duran?
It's Darren.
Darian.
Darren.
Darian.
Darren. That was a huge bucket he had at the end of the half. Like a really nice, just like capturing that momentum and kind of like putting a little exclamation point on
Was
the
that
run
the one-
that you had been on.
Was that the one to go up 2 or to go up 4?
4.
4.
He hit the last one. Yeah.
Hit the last one. They brought him in off the bench. Came in. And I like him in this role off the bench. That's what KU's really looking to do now.
That's
It was
your
great.
take. Now you're taking my take, and I'm going to
Oh,
reclaim
is this your
my
take?
take. I'm going to reclaim my take.
Jesus.
My take was Bill Self needs to reframe this team in his mind. He needs to look at Darren Peterson essentially as a 6th man who also happens to be his most talented player and best scorer.
Did
and
James
also
Harden
most
come
of-
off the bench for the
Oh, yeah, but
the
also all
Thunder?
his minutes are going to come in the first half. But it kind of makes sense because tonight, even though I know there's
I love
going to be
it.
people, there are going to be people who are going to make this about they don't even need Darren or like, hey, they're better without him. I know. I hope nobody in this chat, if you do have that take, that's totally fine. Keep your take. I'm not going to take that take. I know there's people out there going to say it. I don't think that's
Big
what this
take.
game is about. What this game is about is
Mm.
that Darren had a bad shooting night, but still existed within the flow of the offense, and enough other guys made plays to where you were able to overcome the fact that he had a bad shooting night. Also helps when you played your best defensive game of the year, like locked in for 40 minutes. It was awesome to watch. I don't think this is about like, oh, what does this mean for Darren Peterson and what's the best version? The best version of Kansas is always going to be with Darren Peterson out there. They're still figuring out exactly how it works. But tonight was fun because Darren was just a guy who was a high volume shooter that just couldn't get shots to fall. And I wouldn't bet on that continuing for much longer.
Oh, you're betting on Darren?
Betting on Darren.
I'm
right.
doubling down. I'm doubling down on Darren.
On which
Good Darren. Darren good.
which part? Which part? What does that mean? Say more.
I don't know. I'm
I
trying to
wanna
think
know
of
more.
the tweet that
You've
his
been-
high school coach posted.
Oh, what did he say? No, let's talk about this. What did he say?
I was trying to quote it, and I don't remember what he
This is
said.
the prolific
It had
coach.
Batman involved. Batman was involved graphically.
It's the photo of the interrogation room with Batman standing behind the Joker. And it says, he's shown it
Where's
time and time
Rachel?
again.
Sorry.
When there are doubts, Darren is at his best. Double down, bet the house on him.
There it is.
That's
Where's
why I was doubling
Rachel?
down, and I did bet the house. Not on his single game over.
Don't bring that up.
Just on
Look,
the team.
He's finished 2 games in a row. That's a win.
Huge
They
win.
haven't been his best work.
Where's
But-
that?
I think that's something that's worth talking about. He had a rough week in terms of national media press and story, and not much to talk about in the media. So it was pile on Darren week. And he responded with, again, not his most efficient games, but the most important was minutes played, 32 and 30. I'll take 32 and 30 the rest of the season.
What do you think?
That's
Goodman
most
thinks
important.
about this?
Do what?
No, you do your take, Nick. What does Goodman think about this? I want you to process that so you can set up Jeff later.
I think the minutes is the most important thing for Darren right now. I feel like that's more important than him scoring 23 points on 18 minutes played. If he can play 30 plus and keep proving to himself and his own mind and body that this is possible without further injury, that's number one on my Darren radar.
Do you guys think that everything that's happened in the media coverage of Darren over the last however many games, I mean, it's been 5 days since Oklahoma State, 6 days since Oklahoma State. Do you think the way that this conversation that we've been having for months went mainstream in a matter of 3 hours, do you think that impacted Darren in terms of
Feeling
conversations being had behind the scenes between his mental health, between what he's thinking about in terms of trying to finish games or what he's focused on? Like, how much of an impact do you think the media coverage of him has had on him the last week?
That was the question? You pulled a me. Hold on. You pulled a me. It took you a long time to get that question out.
It wasn't that long.
Nah.
Fake take. Everybody else thinks it's find a new slant. Everybody else thinks it's a totally normal question.
It is a normal question.
How can you say it didn't impact him? Like, there was no way we know for sure. Maybe we find out later, but
It led to like 3 Twitter Abby changes.
Yeah,
It impacted him.
Exactly. We know a couple things. We know he changed his Twitter AV 3 times. We also know he's finished 2 games since then. And he hadn't done that in a while. And Bill came out and talked about it in a different way. Right? Like the way that Bill approached it in the past week is different than he's approached it all season. He didn't call him out, but he kind of said, you want to flip the narrative, finish the games. Like, he hadn't said that all season long. He hasn't even sniffed that, right? It's been full defense mode. And a lot changed. Like, the way the media talked about it, the way Bill talked about it. I think
I'm going to say something.
Okay.
You guys are being pussies. Say what you want to say.
Oh.
Why did you say I'm going to say something before you said something? You could have just started by saying something. It's a podcast. All we do is say things.
We should probably intro everything we say with letting everybody know we're about to say something, so we don't upset anyone else.
I'm going to say something.
I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to say something.
I'm going to sing something. Just kidding. I'm not going to sing.
Oh, God.
You can't do that to me.
Start smashing.
Mac reached for his guitar. We know, and by the way, just to show you how the sausage is made, we do know there have been conversations in the last 12 hours of Mac potentially working on a new single. I'm going to start referring to them as singles. They're no longer songs. They're singles.
Just workshopping.
Oh, my God. You want to?
What's it
You
called?
want to know something that's impossible? Is that Goodman's
What is it?
singing something? Goodman should sing something. Goodman singing Paramore.
Like that.
It's going to be like Daffy Duck.
Mike, you can't
it would
call
not. It would turn
Mike,
into Daft
stop.
Punk.
You can't call everyone a pussy and then not follow up. Like what
That's
No,
true.
that's all I was saying.
what are you getting at?
I wasn't saying anything. What are we saying?
You
You're like, okay,
hijacked.
Bill called
you
them out.
hijacked the show to do that.
Darren got shit on in the national media this week. Bill gave him some tough love publicly, which is a very tough kind of love. And it forced him, like, the heat was on to a degree that it hadn't been all year, to a degree that I don't know that we've seen a KU player face ever. Like, this is not normal. Can I get a headline for Darren Peterson's last week? You want to think on that?
Yeah, let me think on it.
Critics
Already.
respond. So look, the heat was on. Bill did call him out, and you're not. Tian's ready to say something.
Just laughing, thinking about stuff. Go ahead.
What are you thinking? You're cooking out something good. I've never seen you do that before. If you're listening, Tian was like had a moment where he was about to go. Don't think, speak. Sometimes I do that, and then I say, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Speaking
yeah,
of long-winded.
I didn't tell you guys I was about to say something, so keep going.
Oh, you want? Okay.
I still don't understand, Mike.
Yeah, what is the take here?
What is your take? And how is it different than anything I said?
His take was requesting a headline. What a time
lose
for him
Mike?
to what a time for him to freeze up. He's
So-
actually faking it.
Well, okay. I think what Mike was doing was summarizing essentially everything that's happened in the last week. The reason why I asked the question is because I do wonder how much of the stuff that we make into a big deal on the outside is actually a big deal internally. And that's been kind of like an overarching question all season. We're making the Darren availability stuff into like the biggest headline and question surrounding this team. What I want to know is like, honestly, and we'll never get the answer to this, is if this was all like in Darren's head, or if he's getting bad advice, whatever your theory is about why he wasn't finishing games, I wonder if he heard all this and was like, okay, fuck, now I got to actually start. I got to figure out a way to finish these games because I can't deal with the noise.
I don't know that we've seen anything that shows us otherwise. So far, he's finished games. He's been out there. He's been pushed. He has been aggressive, even if he hasn't been efficient. Like, I mean, Cincinnati game was not his best showing. I know that's the only thing we can really point to in the Cincinnati game was that he played. He was frustrated the whole game. He was whining to the refs. It was not a good look up and down. It was probably honestly one of the worst case scenarios, other than the fact that he finished the game for like what I was hoping to see from him. But I think we can start to move away from all of that. I mean, they won the game. He played and finished again. So he's done the thing that Bill Self asked him to do. You want to flip the narrative? You're not going to come out and say anything, which it's clear at this point the camp is not going to come out and say anything about what's he's been bothering. But Mike is good.
Mike is trying to broadcast from a potato. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
The point is, Bill said you want to flip the narrative, you got to finish the games. He's done that ever since. The other point is that we've been saying all along, you want people to get in your corner and stop like filling the vacuum of nonsense online. Come out and say something. He has shown he's not going to do that. Like, I just don't think he's going to at this point. We may never hear what's going on, but he's done the other thing. He's finished 2 games. Hopefully he finishes the rest of them. And I think that takes care of itself if it does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every game he does this, he's stacking momentum and proving it. I think he's proving it to himself that he can physically stay out there and not have things flash up. So again, I will take an underwhelming shooting performance with 30 minutes on the floor for the long term than Oklahoma State, white hot and done.
Yeah, because what's crazy is in these 2 games when he has finished the games, he hasn't played well, like you were saying earlier. And yet there's a level of comfort in just knowing, at the very least, good or bad, now we know. Now we just get to more reps, more time, of more possessions that starting 5, or if Jamari's out there or Marco's out there, of this core group getting to play together, and for better or for worse, because that would be the thing that would drive every KU fan crazy, is if this season ended and it was like, what if Embiid hadn't gotten injured in 2014? What if Darren Peterson was playing? even if he plays and it doesn't look great, at least we'll know, okay, like there's not going to be this decade-long lingering question of what could have been with this team. And that, to me, it just kind of puts my mind at ease a little bit more. Like, even when he's out there tonight and he couldn't hit a shot for the first, I mean, he hasn't hit it. He's been cold from 3 for a couple games now. But even then it was like, just keep shooting. I don't care. As long as you're out there, do whatever you want.
Yeah, and he's not his explosive self. I mean, definitely wasn't against Cincinnati. Didn't look super explosive with the ball or moving around. I mean, super explosive at least tonight. But he could still do. He could the runner, the one-legged. What was it? A 17-foot one-legged runner. That was insane.
Stupid.
He's one of one. So I'm happy we're getting 3 handles on his minute count.
All right.
Mike is back.
We're going to
joining us in 1080 pixels, it looks like.
Can you see me?
We can see you and hear you.
Turns out if you call your co-host pussies, Mott's will pull the plug and just your internet goes down.
Shut it down.
Suddenly Mrs. Scoops is yelling from the other room saying, I think the internet's out. And she's right. Did you hear a headline? Oh.
Darren is talking to the media.
How about that?
Right,
he's got Edward Scissorhands haircut, and he's got big.
Have we talked about the Edward Scissorhands? Talked about headlines. Have you done a headline, Nick? Have we done good?
No, but I'm going to steal this one from Jared Kelly. He says, headline, sickness or sick of this? Darren's cramps lead to chaos in the camp. Draws ire from Bill to, quote, look self in the mirror. I couldn't top that.
That's a really good one. It's a good long one.
You guys,
the longer the better. That's what they say in print. The longer headline, the better. You need context. You know, I will say, just to kind of book into that, the whole like media conversation, how much of an impact did it have? I think in a roundabout way, and not even in a roundabout way, truthfully in a direct way, we did save the season yet again. And you know, I know it was Stephen A. Smith and the national media who were piling on to this conversation last week when there was no NBA going on, no NFL. So, you know, these morning shows, they needed some hot goss for some fodder for their shows. But yet us starting this conversation, really, I mean, Mech was the first one on this after the Louisville exhibition. It really was. After he came out early, he's like, I don't know if this is some bullshit where he doesn't want to play against any of the good teams. I'm not going to be happy. There's something weird going on. And we fed them the content to then aggregate and turn into national content. So without us, Stephen A. Smith and all the other Kendrick Perkins and Jay Williams and all the other blowhards wouldn't have had comprehensive coverage of this. So I guess Sick Rich Hot Badass Mofos of the Week goes to the 4 of us, but specifically Mech for being on this from day one.
Oh yeah.
You think that's what happened? Football ends and the producers are just like, they're like, what are we gonna do? And they sit Stephen A down and they're like, all right, we're gonna play you. We've clipped a few things from some December episodes of Could Be Wrong. Just watch this. You'll have your takes. Go crazy. You're gonna go viral.
Yes. And you know what's actually, I just thought about it. Mech not only started this, but he ended it. Mech started this. He had the first take after the Louisville exhibition, and he ended it with the photo of Darren isolated from the rest of the team on the court on Saturday against Cincinnati. That has since been aggregated and passed along thousands of times on X over the last 4 years. Millions of times.
Millions.
Mech, so in a weird way, it's all your fault, but also we have you to thank. I don't really know where to go with this, but like this has all been your creation, a figment of your imagination turned into reality in a matter of 4 months.
Don't you saddle me with that bullshit.
Darren's actually played like 40 minutes a game. No one realizes it. Because of us. Mac.
It's actually just been stupid. Like the whole thing's been dumb. But I think this could have been handled so much better. And the media stuff wouldn't have happened. And Stephen A. wouldn't have had his take. And they could have come out at some point, whether it's Darren or someone in Darren's camp or whatever, and just handled it. PR 101 stuff. Make him look human. Make people sympathize with whatever was going on with him. Just be real. There's no reason to hide that. None of this would have happened. The photo wouldn't have happened. None of it would have happened because it all just got fed by the nonsense. Yes, Mike. Mike has his hand up.
The photo was a result of the national media. I want to be clear. But no, Nick, can you, for the people that are tuning in and aren't chronically online, can you explain what the hell we're talking about in headline form or in regular form? And then I would like Goodman to also at some point comment on the photo.
Okay.
I'm just saying maybe Goodman on the photo at some point.
You're asking me to explain everything. I don't know what.
No, just the
be
photo.
A little bit more pointed.
The photo. The photo.
Yeah. Well, let's just pull it up. Let's just pull up the photo.
No.
What do you mean? No, you're unbelievable tonight. I don't know what you want from me. Can I share the photo or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want Goodman, man.
So during the Cincinnati game, Mech tweeted out this photo. Mech was at the game. And it's a photo of Cincinnati's all huddled on the court. 4 of KU players are huddled on the court. And Darren's at half court walking to the huddle. And KU was getting their ass whooped. And Kelvin just tweeted out the photo. And I think it said just a bit of symbolism for how this half is going. That photo then got reposted by a KU fan account. I don't know. I'd never heard of the guy. No offense to him, but he tweeted it out. He's like, it's time to have a serious conversation about this. And then everybody got a hold of it. I think Danny Cannell of CBS tweeted it out. Seth Davis tweeted it out. Everybody had their own takes, and they were vastly different from one another. And it was funny to watch the content machine operate in real time of just one guy tweeting out a photo that he thought was an interesting kind of visualization of how the game was going. And then everyone turning it into this like massive conversation around Darren and what he means to the team. Is that what you meant from that photo, Mech? Like, did you think that this was some sort of very symbolic photo for the season that Kansas basketball is having?
Dead serious. My kids were fighting over popcorn when I took that photo. Like, I was not paying that close of attention. But what actually was happening was I was watching DP like a hawk. Like, I was just watching him all game. Like, how could you not after, a week that he had?
Instead of your children.
Well, they were fine. They're eating popcorn.
It's the popcorn fight.
But the point was, like, he was on 50% maybe. He was walking a lot. He was jogging a lot. He was not fully engaged. When he got the ball, he was getting just destroyed by Cincinnati. I mean, they were hacking him before he got the ball, once he got the ball, after he got the ball. I mean, they were absolutely manhandling him, and it was pissing him off. Like, he was getting upset. He was talking to the refs a ton. He was talking to Bill. Bill wasn't having it, kind of pushing back on him. He would go talk to Vaughn. Like, he was just not happy. Like, he was not happy at all. He was like very bothered by the game. And at the moment I took the photo, he had just got called for a foul and he walked to the other side. And part of the reason he walked to the other side is because he's always on the other side now. He's back. He's not on the free throw line, right, to get a rebound. He's usually in the backcourt. And the team started to huddle up, and he didn't see it at first. And they started waving at him, like giving him like, come on, like, we're huddling up, get over here. And instead of running back or even jogging back, he just kind of slow walked back. And I had time to see all of it happen at once. pull out my camera and shoot it before he made it there because he was moving pretty slow.
Yeah,
And
that's some time.
now I could show the live version. Like he wasn't jogging at any point. Like he was clearly just walking. And the point was not like, oh my God, he hates his team or they hate him or what a mess the whole situation is or anything else. He was clearly just frustrated as hell by the game, which he was. Like you saw it all game. But it also just kind of fed the machine to your point of what people wanted to see. It was a symptom, not a cause. It was something that was just like, whatever. It's one of those things. To your point, it was very strange to see it all happening in real time, though. Last night or the night before, you could search Darren Peterson's name on any platform, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and that photo was on like every third message. It was nuts. And most people, thankfully, by the way, no one actually accredited me for the most part in it. It was all taken from other people. You know why?
Probably a good thing.
Correct. But you know why? It's because I didn't care that much about the photo. I actually tweeted it as a reply to my own tweet. Like I wasn't.
I think Fran took it, right? Fran should get the credit, the photo credit.
The point was I wasn't like, if I really wanted the clicks, I would have like done some like clickbaity version of it and made it its own tweet and whatever.
Could have gone thrice as high.
It was truly a reply to my own message, which was DP is playing slow. He's frustrated. Self and him just got waved off. Like that was my original tweet. And then I just followed it up with the photo.
It's a great picture. Honestly.
I'm a good photographer.
It's
Awesome
a really
picture.
Very pretty picture. And this is could be
You didn't do this
photography,
just
a
to
podcast.
become friends with Seth Davis.
Me and Seth are pretty tight. Actually.
Now.
Actually, the way he said that,
You got I didn't like that.
There's a
I didn't like
community
it.
note.
National media
didn't like it
has
much
got,
either.
got
I
just
now have a
hates
community
Kansas.
note under Seth Davis's tweet that says, actually, Jayhawk Talk said this is wrong. There's a community.
Yeah, when he was saying that he was just checking into the game and
'Cause
he took
everyone
a
said he looked like
strange
he's just
90-degree
checking.
angle out to his team.
But yeah, everyone
Brian-
saw and did what they want to say and do with the photo, which that's what happens. It's
Brian says people overreacted. People just keep it up. Why would you want to play for any fan? Shut up, move on.
Darren
Yeah.
Peterson will play for no fans. He will retire.
5 million. 5
from the
million.
sport.
He
it wa-
he plays
Imagine a
in
guy
silence.
retiring because he's like, all fans suck.
She
I want no
plays in
fans.
silence.
I love the game. I love playing the game. I hate these people that are all in the building watching me.
Darren did have an interesting tweet or post. Sorry, he did not tweet. There's a quote here. This is from Shreyas. Shreyas of the Kansas City Star. He's been on the DP beat, and he says Peterson on the outside noise. Quote, kind of normal. I would like to unpack that.
That's the full quote.
Nope. Kind of normal. Someone has something to say after every game this year. I would also like to unpack that. And then Peterson on how he deals with it. Quote, I've been kind of an antisocial loner my whole life. So I just kind of deal with it on my own. I've been kind of an antisocial loner my whole life. So I just kind of deal with it on my own.
Okay.
I'm DP.
I have a take.
I'm a weirdo. It's a great
DP, as should be expected for a teenager, not a great quote giver. And maybe he'll grow into that with time. But, and this is like Myron Metcalf had a piece on ESPN today. And this is no shot at Myron because he flew to Lawrence. He got the story that everybody in college basketball wants right now, which is direct quotes from Bill Self and Darren Peterson about what's going on with Darren Peterson. The problem is not in Myron's reporting. The problem is that, like, Darren, I guess this is the first time I kind of realized why Darren's maybe not doing a ton of media. Because because I'm not sure he's going to quell many concerns by stepping in front of a microphone and talking about what's going on with his season. Like some of the quotes he gave to Myron today, everybody's got an opinion on it, but basketball is my life. If I could have been out there every game this year, I would have. This is the part that got me. If you would have asked me last year, what were my goals for this year, I would never mention missing games. Duh. Oh, yeah. Like anybody was going to be like, what's your goals for next year? Oh, I want to sit out a ton of games.
He's actually
maybe
a lot of people in my world wanted me to, actually. And
You-
that wasn't for me. That wasn't
Yeah,
my
he
goal.
should have just thrown him under the bus. Be like, you should hear what these people in my circle are telling me.
I have like
They
10
don't want
Xing
me
what they wanted.
Ounce.
They then went on to say, I think I bring a leader and a hard worker. I lead by example, trying to do all the right stuff, both on and off the court. I think that's good for a team to see a young guy coming in and doing that. Hopefully I can try to bring those guys to a standard. And then when asked about the NCAA tournament, he said, let's do it. That's the goal. I
Yeah,
mean,
That was a choice.
when he asked him, like, what do you say to fans who are worried you might sit out? I was expecting, again, this is probably my own fault for expecting more out of a kid. I was expecting him to be like, oh, there's zero chance of that happening. That's the whole reason I came to Kansas, was to play in the NCAA tournament and to bring a national championship to Lawrence. He's like, let's do it. That's the goal. Like, it's
when
as
I
if
asked
it's his
Darren
first
if
time
he-
hearing about the tournament. That sounds fun.
When I asked Darren if he plans to play in the NCAA tournament, he simply shot me 2 finger guns. We got to get
Again,
him trained. We got to
I
get him
don't
some,
wanna-
some immediate training.
I don't mean to shit on this kid because he is a kid, but
Oh.
we've all been clamoring, like, put him in front of him, let him explain it, because the PR machine around him has been awful. And then today I was like, okay, maybe just business as
Byron
usual.
Metcalf and his story, though. Like, I'm not putting much stock into any of that. I want him to sit from an actual.
No shit. He didn't say anything.
Yeah, like
You want a
I-
prepared statement explaining his journey this season?
that'd be great.
Yeah.
You
So
So
write
I
the whole
don't. That's we're gonna get a post game every once in a while,
Uh.
and some rando quotes from an ESPN article.
Yeah, I don't take much stock in any of that Metcalf article. Like, first of all, to Mike's point, it says nothing at all. Like, it's extremely generic. And you know what? Like, maybe that's what they're going for, and that's what Frank. Maybe he is. It's like kind of generic. Like, whatever. It's not a big deal. Not everyone has to like have an Instagram live account and tweet about Paramore and dogs and whatever else like Melvin's doing. Like, you don't have to do that. I think DP is content to go in the gym and work. And like, that's what he's about. I think he's very content to just be a hooper. And when he talks about work ethic, I believe it. Like, you can't be that skilled and not work like freaking hell on your craft. Like, he is, I think he probably does work harder than everybody. I think he probably does.
Like
Get-
making headlines.
I think he probably does get the fluids the night before and work his butt off in the conditioning room and work with the trainers on everything he could possibly work on to fix it. Like, I believe all that. I think it's true. Like, I think number one in his head is working on his game is what drives him. That does not necessarily mean, though, that he's, the mentally toughest dude in the planet. It means he has the best work ethic of anybody out there. Those two things are different, but it still means it's real. Like, I believe him and everything he says on that.
It's what he's been trained is good. Believed is good. He's like, this is new territory now. I wonder if
You mean a
Goodman was pissed he
struggle?
didn't get that interview.
Goodman,
Also that. Yeah, you think he's pissed he didn't get the interview?
for sure. I mean, he was supposed to get it in Ames, right?
He was. Yeah.
Don't count
Did he
Goodman
tweet
out.
that?
I thought he
said
said. I thought he said that on.
Okay, I was
Field
making
of
sure.
68.
Well, he's
I
got to be
think-
careful.
What did he
He's-
say?
yeah. He
Goodman's gotta
said,
be careful.
I've got to be careful. I've got to be careful here. Okay. And that's why I've got to be careful. If I
Again.
say too much, Bill, because I know Bill, and Bill knows me, and he likes me as a man. And then Doss was just like, so wait, you're trying to say you didn't get the interview? What happened?
And again, and again.
He says
Text
again a
me. He
lot.
texts me on my phone. I know him. Bill.
He holds the phone up
Self.
to the camera. Look, it says Bill right there. That's how you know.
I have a picture. I have a picture of the two of us together.
Kevin McCullough not playing.
By the way, just to echo Mac's point, like the quote,
Thank
if you didn't
you.
hear it from the weekly press conference last Thursday, where Self was talking a lot about DP, and he said, quote, I don't know that we've had a guy that studies the game and has prepared himself for this more so than what Darren Peterson has. He loves ball. He can't get enough. So like, I agree. Like all of that can be true. Like you were saying, Mac, there is a difference between somebody loving the game, being very prepared, having a great work ethic, being dedicated to his craft, wanting to get better, wanting to help the team, and like having the Melvin Council dog in you in those 40 minutes of just being like, fuck everything else. I'm giving it everything I have. I don't care what I'm dealing with, what I'm feeling. I'm going balls to the wall for a win right now. And those are, like you said, those are two very different things. And I think that's kind of the disconnect with Darren.
And I've talked to some people, I don't want to, let's just say former players who had opinions on the Arizona game. That's really when it started. And whatever, if you're sick and you're that bad, like you shouldn't play. Like if it's bad, he shouldn't have played. But there were a lot of people, particularly former players that played for Bill Self, who said, you would have had to put me on a stretcher to not play in that game. Like that's the mentality of a lot of people who've played for Bill Self. And I think that's the part that just really rubbed kind of people the wrong way. Like that he had to, but all of that could have been explainable. Like get out and say something. So you can't really knock people, fans, media, whatever, the machine, the DP industrial complex for not like come out and say something, fix it. It's like, it's fixable.
Vacuum.
It's fixable. That's the worst part about it. Like it's very fixable. They just don't want to do it. And you know, whatever. Like, but you know what? It's fixable another way too. And it's finishing games and playing into March and leading the team to a Final Four. Like all that's still possible. His arc is still not complete. Everyone loves a comeback story. Like, what happens if DP rewrites all this and no one ever remembers anything about the nonsense? If they, you know, he puts his team on the back and like
Back
it's
shots.
all still possible. Like the Remy playbook is still there. The Remy playbook drove Bill nuts. Bill set him. Like it was a mess. And then, you know what? Like put him in when it mattered. Like go make shots. And he did. Like
Turns out
playbook is still possible here.
I think the problem with the Remy comparisons is that team found a way to look really good without Remy, and then he pushed them over the top when he was on in March. I'm not convinced this team without Darren can play to that level for 6 games and then just take whatever you can get from him. Like because that's
they got to figure it out together.
Yeah, because this team is talented enough. If we just say, hey, you never know what you're going to get from Darren, what's the ceiling for this team? They can get to the second weekend. They can get to the Elite Eight. But to win 4 games in March when everything tightens and you're playing the best teams, and then to win another one, like if we're talking about national championship aspirations, you can't do it without him and without it being like a consistent thing, game in, game out. You know who you're getting for 30 plus minutes. And that's what I'm concerned about at this point. Now, and tonight was game number 2 in a row where you got him for the full complement of minutes. If that continues, then like you continue to feel more optimistic about it. But you need everything to go your way, and you have to be a great fucking team. A great team.
You got to be able to win
Final
when it doesn't
Four.
go your way.
Yeah. And that's the part that's concerning, is just they haven't had as many reps. And to think that Darren, who we've said a million times this year, oh, he's the best player in college basketball. We say it almost as a throwaway line. To think that he's just so talented, he's so much better than everybody else in the country, that he can just kind of like waltz into the lineup or into the rotation with 3 weeks before the tournament and be like, okay, now I'm going to start going. And that will be enough time for this team to like find their ceiling and their peak and turn it on and get lucky and have everything go your way in order to make a national championship. You're asking a lot. You're asking a lot at this point, which is why I say, like, your margin for error is none. I think Bill said it in the post-game interview with SVPs. Like, our back's kind of against the wall right now, and we don't have much time to like figure this shit out. So you can't afford another hiccup. You can't afford another Darren game where he's like, oh, there are the cramps again. I'm out. Like, no more bullshit. We have front-loaded all the bullshit for this season and mid-loaded it, frankly, and even a little late, even a little back-loading. So,
Late
like,
loading.
it's got to be perfect. It really does, at least from in terms of like what to expect night in, night out. It has to be perfect the rest of the way.
Here's where I struggle. It wasn't that long ago when Texas Tech happened, right? It's just like we keep flipping every week. It's just, I mean, it's been a absolute whiplash of a season with this story. And certainly hope, of course, we all hope we're done with that. Good call by Jay Hill. Says that's a lot of loads. It's just been hard, like how quick we're having to react on all of this. And then you add in the public narrative. A lot of us are having to go answer questions at work, friends, family, people we don't like asking us about things after we lose. Brian also says these shows do not help. You know what hurts a lot more? It's like Stephen A. Smith or
I'm sick of
Alden.
this.
I'm
No,
kind of sick of it too.
I'm done with
Go.
it. No. Get out
Go.
of here. Like,
Go.
This
More.
and it started like, if you really want to blame someone like us for this, or say like you are not real fans or you're not helping the situation or whatever, no. They are not helping the situation. All we are doing is commenting on what is extremely clear in front of us. And this other thing about like how Bill Self, Bill Self came out and gave the message that all the things you're saying are wrong. Like, did you listen to him? Like, yeah, if you want to did you actually like look at him and listen to the words that he said throughout the season? Or did you just read something on a paper? Because if you're Bill Self, you have to do something like that until you don't. And you know what?
A week later, it was a week later.
He decided, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm going to try something different, because defending him tooth and nail is not working. I'm going to challenge him a little bit. Which is all that we've been saying all along, is that something is off here. I wish they would fix it. And we
want DP.
We want him to play. I want the man out there. He's generational. Like, to say that we are sitting here trying to advance a narrative because it like helps us or whatever. I would rather spend this season talking about Cole's mustache than Darren Peterson's
normal season.
Like, in a normal season, that would be the content machine. Like Melvin's Instagram live. That would be the fun, like, Paramore. We try to get her on the show. We get like whatever. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. I just want him to play. This does nothing for me. Nothing. So like I am 1000% sick of that. You want to get mad at somebody, you can get mad at his camp, or you can get mad at Stephen A, but you cannot get mad at 4KU fans who want nothing more than the mother ever to play.
The people that are paid, a lot of people that are paid to handle this. Honestly, but at the same time, like, there's been no room for nuance, no room for highbrow, educated conversation here, and that's what really pains me. But actually, though, we're like, hey, this is not really an honest conversation that we've been having for months now. But then everyone's like, that doesn't mean he's full on faking something, or that Motts is holding him out. Like, that's not, a lot of things can be true at the same time here, and that it just hasn't generally been handled well, and he hasn't been well. And, you know, we can be frustrated fans. There's a difference between being a frustrated fan and when I see outside noise coming in like this and what just happened with the dude who's wearing a KU jersey, at least until I have a damn good reason to say otherwise, like, still pisses me off. Still want to get out there.
Why are we
Yes,
doing hand
Jayhawk
raising
talk.
now? We don't need
Yes,
to hand
no,
raise,
I
guys.
like it. Pulitzer Prize winning photography. Jayhawk talk.
Guys, I just got a live text. This is breaking news. John Sciambi, Fran Frischilla, road rage incident leaving Allen Fieldhouse. Good buddy of mine. Let me just tell you what he said. He said, "You can share this on the show. We are pissed off. We are so mad at Fran Frischilla. F Fran Frischilla." So
What happened?
here goes.
He Shaq Moore somebody?
It says, "We just literally got into a road rage incident with Fran Frischilla. We're trying to cross the road. He tried to ram us and then we saw who he was. We said, 'Wait, are you Fran Frischilla?' And he said, 'Yes, and F the Jayhawks.'"
No, it did not.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
That didn't happen.
And then he said,
Rudy gets sued.
Sciambi was cracking up but wanted nothing to do with the incident. And then we still wouldn't let the car in front of him let 3 cars through, blah, blah, blah. And he was super pissed. All he wanted to do was go straight across, and he punched it forward to block us, and he would not let us through. And I again said, "Hey, Fran," and he said, "Yes, and F the Jayhawks." There you go. Fran was fully committed, wouldn't let us drive despite the traffic being dead stop. We're listening. Full send ahead. F Fran.
There's no way Fran would say that.
Well, if he's in a road rage incident, you can say whatever you want.
That's not true. That is not true. You cannot say whatever you want.
Because
Are you
back when I was in
defending
By the way,
Fran for
this
nearly
guy-
killing your friends?
This guy is not a liar. Like, he 100% would not send this to me unless it happened. Like, it could be, slightly embellished, but I would doubt it.
Okay.
Like, he's not an
embellisher.
embellisher.
Well, we know this about Fran. Extremely online. One of the most online people. He would fit right in the KU athletic department.
There's no way.
So
There's no way. Of
go
course,
tweet it. Go tweet
Yeah,
at Fran
there's way.
Frischilla. Everybody
I'm
tweeted
sure it
him.
was
I think
tongue in cheek,
he'll
but
comment. Fran will comment
will
on it
comment,
if enough people tweet at him. So everybody,
Yeah, everyone ask.
everyone
Fran.
log on.
Ask
Put your
Fran.
Twitter capes on.
ask Fran.
Ask
Pull
Fran.
his driving record. Pull his driving record if you have. the
Wait, what are
ability.
they supposed to ask him?
Did you just yell "fuck the Jayhawks" twice as you left Allen Fieldhouse?
At a fan and have a road rage incident.
Yeah.
Say innocent fan.
Innocent fan.
Are you emotionally stable enough to be driving even with your booster seat in your rental car?
Ask Fran.
Hashtag
I
ask
trust
Fran.
you, Matt.
Everybody go
I
tweet at him
trust
right
your
now.
friends. I trust your friends. And if you're listening tomorrow, check the timeline, see if he responded. If not, keep it going. Respectfully.
Respectfully. Keep it respectful.
Keep
Not-
it respectful.
Look, I could definitely see Fran as like a road rage guy, though. You can't see that.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
It was specifically the part of saying "fuck the Jayhawks" twice. Like, he would know that would get back to fans, right? Like, obviously they don't like him. He knows that. So maybe he was tongue in cheek. Maybe he's just like,
Could be wrong.
they already don't like me. Yeah, that's right.
I
If
think
our
that's
takes
been the
don't age
whole
well,
thing.
if our stories don't age well, please refer to the title of the show.
Could be wrong.
Insane.
Just to bookend the Darren Peterson
Can Fran
conversation.
call in? Let's
and
get
your
Fran to
take.
call in.
Let's get
Mac,
On the road.
one thing I do feel like I'm not going to waver on, regardless of what happens and regardless of what Bill says, how Darren plays, is the fact that Darren Peterson is surrounded by fucking idiots. Whoever is calling the shots in his camp, and I'm not just talking about like him missing games, I'm talking about the complete absence of any clarity from his side of things as your name is getting dragged through the mud by national media. Because now it's not just the Could Be Wrong podcast. Now it's not just KU fans on Twitter. It's morning shows on ESPN. Every radio show
People
across the
Magazine.
country is shitting on you. and you didn't think for 1 second maybe we should try and clear this up and just get out in front of this a little bit. And I don't know what people are telling him.
They were so close to making it all the way.
I would imagine it's something along the lines of, hey, just ignore the noise, block it out. It doesn't matter. You're only going to be in college for 9 months. You're going to be in the NBA for 15 years. This is a blip on the radar. 9 months is a long time when you're an 18, 19-year-old kid actually living through it day to day, and everyone's shitting on you for like the worst reason. Not even shitting on you because like you're not good. Because if you're not good, people would just stop talking about you. The fact that like they're calling you soft, they're saying you don't want to compete, they're saying you're weak. It's like, and if you just want to take the stance of like, well, it's not going to matter, he's still going, I don't know. Because NBA teams are going to have a lot of questions. And I know there's everybody out there that's like, they're not going to care what happened to him in college. I'm like, all right, you try being the biggest headline
Breaking news
in
update.
the sport for 2 straight weeks and see if NBA teams aren't going to have questions. So they're going to be like, so, okay, so which one is it? Are you a pussy or did you just quit on your team? Or is there like something very seriously wrong with you health-wise? Because I would imagine all 3 of those would be pretty poor situations for your draft stock. So
Breaking
I just
news
had to
update.
say that. Like his camp, his decision makers are fucking awful. What is it, Mike?
Oh, that's a good take. If I had to stake my take on your take. I believe we're going to have a call-in from the pedestrians, from the
Peds.
witnesses.
Okay.
Mech, you're muted. You muted yourself, so can't hear what you're saying.
They were listening live and did not appreciate you guys saying, I don't think that happened. And now they want to call in to defend.
Good.
Good. That's
I
how,
okay with that.
that's how much.
First ever.
And by
we
the
have
way,
to do this.
another
Are you gonna
guy
do it?
who was in the car also is texting me, whose number I don't have, but is clearly I have his number and is now saying
two plaintiffs. We have
Two.
two plaintiffs
Yeah,
joining.
Hey,
us.
does Fran follow anybody in here? If so, send him the StreamYard link as well with no
I'm going
commentary.
to do that right now. Let's see
Just
if I
send him
Very
the link.
blocked. No. Say we need
can-
tell him the contact.
Mike,
Defend yourself.
Mike, did you say you're very blocked by Fran?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm yes. Yeah, I think
More than just a normal block.
he said something that agitated me about KJ, and I think I dropped a like fuck Fran and
Oh, you didn't need to
Oh, come
espouse
on.
on
You don't
that.
have
It could
to
have
do
been
that.
any number of incidents that would cause him to block you.
So if we can get
That's
Fran,
what
we're gonna
cost-
have we'll have full on wrongy court.
Yeah.
oh,
Wrongy
And we'll
court.
issue a ruling tonight. Okay, so we have the road rage. The road rage recipient, as he has labeled himself. We don't have a name. I assume he wants to join us anonymously. We'll go ahead and bring him on the show now. Hello, road rage recipient. Can you hear us?
Hey guys, I want to protect my name because it was probably one of the most profound and exciting moments as a KU fan to really see the true colors of Fran Frischilla.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah, so we were exiting lot 90, okay, and we're trying to pull up exactly where it happened. So we took a left on the south side of lot 90, which technically is like the end of the road there. But if you take a right, it's kind of like this dirt road. So we're looking at it right now. So I believe it was like 19th and Main, the road right before 19th and Main. Okay. And so we had kind of found a shortcut. So we were excited, right? So we're trying to cut across 19th Street to get on to Main. We're just trying to press south. And now look, in Fran's defense, there was a white 2-door BMW in front of Fran that was letting everybody and their mother in to 19th, right? So he was a little fired up. So by the time it was our turn, the white BMW had let the third car in. All right. So a little bit of a traffic party foul, right? One for one. So I signaled to this gentleman before I knew who he was. I was like, hey, we're just trying to go straight across. We're just trying to go straight across. And he's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we're like, hey, we're just trying to go straight across. And we were a little aggressive trying to get straight across. And he was driving like a gray Jeep, like a rental car. and he like literally tried to nose out across the center line to block us. And so now all of a sudden I'm like, oh God, you know, I don't want to get in trouble here. And I'm looking at him like, who wears a suit and tie to a basketball game? Right? Like that was my first thing. I'm like, who wears a suit and tie to a basketball game? And through the window, so my window's down, his window's down. Like, hey, we just want to get straight across. And I hear, absolutely not going to happen. And it's like hearing Santa Claus talk to you. You're like, I know that voice. Okay? And I know Kevin and I go way back. I know I like to embellish stories. This is 100% facts. I got 2 other guys in the car to validate and to keep me honest. And I looked at him and I go, are you Fran Frischilla? And he goes, yes, I am. And F the Jayhawks.
Did he
And
say?
he said the word. He said the full word.
The word. I don't know who your listeners are, so I don't want to.
It's all children. You can say it.
Yeah, they would be heavily offended.
He said, fudge the Jayhawks.
Was not necessary.
And so I looked at him again and I'm like, wow, like that's like I was starstruck. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's Fran Frischilla. And then you start to kind of unpeel the onion here, and then it's like there's Shambi sitting right next to him, cracking up, absolutely cracking up. And now look, the end of the story goes, that dude did not let us cut across.
Whoa!
That guy was not that. And by the way, he moved half a car length forward. We went around him, and he was no better off than where he was. Other than now, this story is going out to a lot of people.
Boom.
So hold on.
I believe it.
There's a lot of details here. I like that. I like it. It feels right. First of all, thank you. Thank you for your being so courageous here. For your courage. You said you're being a little aggressive in the street, crossing over.
That is a fair point.
What does that look like? No, it's not a point. How aggressive are we talking? Like, was it a moment with a T situation? T-bone? Like, were you cutting right across him?
No. So, like I said, on 19th Street heading east, right? So, kind of like, is it Oliver? Kind of south of Oliver there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm old, so I can't remember.
No, I'm too.
Shout out Oliver.
I was blown away. So
Naismith. It might have been Naismith. I can't remember. Whatever. No, I mean, traffic was nuts to butts, man. I mean, there's nobody going. And so we were just trying to, you know, we saw a pathway and we're like, let's send it. And this gray Jeep was not having it, right? He's not going to give up his 20 feet. And I mean, I'm going to call it inches. We were inches from his bumper because of what he did. We were nosing out. Yes, we were trying to be what's that?
No. I'm just ruling as a judge. Overruled. Continue, please.
No, it's just we knew that we were not going to make him we weren't going to push him back in the line. So we were Switzerland on this. Like, hey man, we're just trying to get across. That's it.
Trying to get across.
So
like, I totally buy into the fact where it's like, yeah, if we're pushing you back again after white BMW let 3 cars in, yeah, you've got a fair point, but we are not impeding your number in the line.
let me ask, when the dust settled, were you like, okay, that was kind of funny, I can't believe we got into a road rage incident with Fran Frischilla, or was it, fuck this guy, I can't believe he just did that?
Absolute jubilation. We could not stop laughing and talking. And I have been texting everybody that I know. I texted a friend that I haven't talked to since my senior year of high school about it. And
Chick?
my whole point, guys,
Girl?
is like my whole point is like, hey man, like I kind of recognize you. Like you should have been bro, like, hey man, yeah, I'm Fran, don't be a jerk. And we probably would have been like, yeah, cool. But he went straight Crazy Ivan. He went straight DEFCON 1. And then we were like, all right, fight's on.
And
He didn't think it was
not
funny
a hint
that
of
he
a
said
smile. This was
We're getting at
serious.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he was pissed. He was already pissed. And that's why I say in Fran's defense, he was already pissed that the white BMW let 3 cars in. I would be pissed. Okay. I was like, hey man, let's go one one merge one. Like, I get it. And as we were coming out, he was trying to attempt to like pass the white car, which I don't know how that would have worked, but that was his game plan, and we kind of like foiled it.
We're getting questions that are asking, was the F the Jayhawks tongue in cheek, or was he actually like,
oh no, this was dead on serious. And the answer only came after I said, "Are you Fran Frischilla?" And he said, "Yes, I am. F the Jayhawks." And we were kind of like,
mad?
I was like, I've got a lot of ways to go, but that was not one of the answers I was preparing for.
And there's
I'll
others
say it.
in the car. I can hear them providing extra commentary. I just want to make sure, just extra folks there. This can all be verified, right? You guys fully agree with everything he said?
100%.
Yeah.
No,
He could have said anything. He could have said anything in a road rage incident, but like he said specifically as the Hawks. And it's like, dude, like that's pretty deliberate. That's pretty specific.
Dude went DEFCON 1
like,
in 2.5
hey,
seconds.
man, screw your car, screw you, or no, screw the Hawks. Like, wow, well, you just confirmed what we all already knew. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you.
I'll say, shout out Fran. Shout out Fran. He staked his
Oh.
take. He staked his take.
He was not
Big
giving
time.
an inch,
We
boys.
already knew.
He was not giving an inch, boys. And like I said, if
Every
we're
inch.
taking your spot in line, fair game. We were just trying to get across.
Just trying to
He's
get
not
across.
giving an inch.
Yeah.
Every
And
inch
for
matters
context,
with
I
Fran.
do know. I thought these guys had drivers, but they used to. I know at the very least. I know they stay at the hotel like right by the airport. So I'm sure he's thinking, oh, I got an early flight. I need to get home. No excuse. That's no excuse in my opinion, because I don't know where you guys are headed to. You guys headed back to Overland Park, Lenexa, Olathe area. Everybody's got a long drive home.
Right.
I don't really have a ton of sympathy for Fran there.
But again, like, yeah, I think your point's valid, right? Like, it's one thing if we're cutting in front of you and you've got like clear road to the airport. It's another thing if we are just trying to cross when 2 feet in front of you is the line.
How close are we to this car? Was inches from you?
Inches. I thought we were going to hit. I'm not going to lie. I was, and when I say we're going to hit,
should've
I mean, we're
taken a
doing
charge
1
for the
mile an
team.
hour, right? Like, we're doing 1 mile an hour, right? Because we're trying to be bro code and be like, hey, we want to cut across, like expecting bro code return. Like, yep, got you, man. As long as you don't cut in front of me, you're good. And it was the exact opposite of no soup for you.
That's too
So
Midwestern.
Fran does not abide by bro code.
Agreed.
That's Midwestern bro code, though.
He has
That's
no
like,
code.
That's a
Yeah.
I'm acting.
Yes, he's not Midwestern.
That's standard traffic bro code, no matter where you're at.
He's New,
You
New England, bro.
You let one car go in front of you, and then you go. A car passing across from you, that's an easy 2-finger wave. You know, you don't have to go to church on Sunday type thing.
There it is. So
This
Incredible.
is
That's
I
Brooklyn.
hope you
Fran.
guys feel better now. You have
Wait,
what, Mike? Mike has raising.
can you describe Shambi again? Shambi was laughing or
Oh, he was
shrinking?
sitting in the passenger seat, and I can't remember who brought it up. I think that's where we were both shocked. Is like, you know, these friends having to drive to the airport, and it's
Yes,
not
I
like
am.
he's in a
Fuck
car.
you. Fuck your team.
And he's not like, I mean, he's in like the low grade rental Avis car, right? It's not like he's like Platinum Club. And
Oh,
so
no.
Shambi's sitting in the passenger seat just cracking up on his phone. And I think it hit Fran. If I had to guess, this is the opinionated side of the story, not the factual. The opinionated side, I think he was a little caught off guard that I recognized him. But it was like, who wears a suit and tie to a basketball game other than somebody important?
I think it's an innocent interaction. I think it's really just the F the Jayhawks that's so profound.
There it is.
Hey,
I just want to make clear, not a huge Fran guy, big Boog guy.
Same.
So we're keeping John out of this.
I love Boog.
I agree.
Shambi is a national treasure.
A clear alpha situation from Boog.
totally agree. Shambi is a
Passenger
great
princess.
piece of the game, but Fran can go.
There it is.
Okay.
Well,
I
hey,
need you guys to. This is amazing, Fran. We look forward to your response.
yes, that's all we can ask for.
Fran, you're welcome to respond. We will hear you out. We'll hear you out.
Guys, thank
Whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa.
Thank you for the call and for the
Hey,
testimony.
You guys do amazing work. We're super big fans, and I'm honored to be. I was hoping it would be a different story, but we're honored to be a part of your show. And thanks so much for having us. We love you guys. Rock chalk, great win tonight.
Rock chalk.
Safe travels, boys.
Be
Thank
safe,
you,
guys.
hard.
See ya.
There you go.
Later, guys. We should do
mean-
more live calls.
I mean,
Well, that one
You
was
feel better?
special.
do you feel better about? I wasn't making this up.
That's super legit.
It's
It's super
tasty.
It was
legit.
hard to believe. It was hard to believe.
There you go.
Just when I first heard it, it was like we had an encounter with Fran. I was like, yes. And then when it was fuck the Jayhawks, I was like, no.
They're not liars. These guys aren't liars.
He's probably
that was. I looked him in the eye.
They're very
he's
wholesome.
probably
just
about 10 minutes
Very
away
wholesome.
from arriving at his destination for the night,
It's-
and he's going to
it's-
open
yeah.
his Twitter mentions. There are dozens.
quite a
There are
few.
dozens
Yeah,
of
there are quite-
tweets that have tags people tagging Fran Frischilla asking him about a road rage incident. I'm pleading you. I'm begging you.
Get out there.
Please continue to tweet at Fran Frischilla and ask him about it, because if there's one thing we know about this man, he will respond to haters online.
So
Well,
good.
We're
It's
getting
like-
bagged.
Why more people respond to or will tweet at like Travis Goff because he's responded so many times. People are like, I know he's watching. It just encourages it fuels it. Fran, now
He's
Keep it
getting
clean.
tagged. Guys, there are so many tweets going in at Fran right now.
keep it clean. Keep it clean, okay?
Keep it
That's all
clean.
I ask. We're just asking.
Oh, so he
Just
doesn't have to keep it
asking.
clean, but
No,
our
inquiries
listeners
will
have to keep it
We
clean.
take the
Objective for
high
double
ground.
standard.
That's right.
make fully objective. We want to know the facts. I want to hear
This
his
is awesome.
That's it.
This is
Keep it
awesome.
clean. Keep it
Men of
deliberate.
the law.
Well, in lieu of waiting for a Fran Frischilla call in here before the end of the show, I would be remiss if we didn't at least spend a couple of minutes, because I
Flory?
don't think we have at all, talking about Flory.
Yeah.
It's
God,
crazy that it took
literally
us an
thinking
hour and
that.
15 minutes
God, he's-
because I texted you guys during the game. I think you could make the case that he was the best player on the court for Kansas tonight. And his stat, I'm not even remotely joking. His stat line is 4 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. What he did defensively, he dominated the game without really touching the ball. Houston was consistently having to pivot away from whatever look they were trying to get on offense, because Flory, whether he was switching, whether they were doing the little slip and trying to run back for a baseline lob, and the way he can move around the court and intimidate ball handlers from doing like, oh, I can't throw that lob. Now I got to throw it. Okay. Bryson steps in, gets the steal. Now you're running the other way. His transformation to become one of, if not the best defensive players in the country, has been so fun to watch. And I think he is as important to this team as anybody, including Darren Peterson, because you take him off the court, this team is completely different in terms of what they can do defensively. Please clap.
Retweet.
I'm blown away. I'm sorry. I can't. I just saw a tweet. I saw some tweets and I am blown away. I didn't hear a thing you just said.
He
Fantastic.
says Flory's really good. I agree.
I agree
His
that-
defense was amazing. He played his ass off. I don't know if you guys saw that game. I know we're all thinking about Fran. There was a game against number 5. Physical team. Punch you in the mouth. Flory was everywhere. He was in their head. Nick, did you talk about that text you sent?
Basically just saying exactly what I just said. But no, you might say it better. So keep going. Don't stop now.
Read Nick's texts. Just kidding.
No.
Don't.
Read the text.
New segment.
Punch you in the mouth. How about all the blood? Blood game.
Oh, much like Jack Hughes in Team USA.
People are saying.
Bryson Tiller blood.
Bryson
DP
Tiller,
blood.
Fat lip. DP nose blood.
defensive
should-
player of the year. We're on this, right? Like
Flory.
we need to promote this as much as anything.
Have they
The
come out with a
guy-
short list for that?
I do like that
Fran's
Fran's all in
list.
on that. Fran has been saying defensive player of the year, so we'll give.
He
Fran.
said Big 12 defensive player of the year.
But Fran will do
And
this
he-
thing. Fran does this thing in a game where he'll find a headline early that he wants to talk about, and then it's all he wants to talk about the rest of the game. He mentioned the idea that Flory should be the Big 12 player of the year 20 times in this game. And what do you know, in the second half, a pre-prepared graphic of Fran's top 5 defenders in the Big 12. It's like, were you just setting up this fucking 10-second graphic the entire game? Like, you're just letting us know you're really locked in. Sorry. I just a thought, intrusive thought I had during the game. Continue. Please clap.
I sometimes have intrusive thoughts on the pod. We're not doing this. I was kind of pissed tonight when Fran mentioned Flory is Big 12 player of the year and then said it's him in that. He didn't say this, but he mentioned the oaf from Arizona, the Arizona oaf. I was pissed about that.
Krivash.
We own that guy. Oh, right.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking good too.
No, he's very good. He's very good, but I like calling him an oaf. He's excellent.
That should be our take. We're just going to say he's not good. He's just big. Dismissed him completely.
Fran.
Go on.
I'm blown away.
Flory
Mac,
might
you're
be the most.
texting.
He might be the most improved player in the Big 12 too. Can we say? Can he win both?
Oh.
Is there a
Honestly?
most improved? Is there a most improved Big 12 player? I don't think that's an award.
Create it.
It's the Wrongies, the first annual
That
Wrongie
could be one of
Awards.
our
What
awards.
if we could get an award ceremony together? We could drum up enough interest and present Flory with the most improved player in the Big 12. The wrong
Is that the only award? It's just one?
in his accent, just be like, why am I here?
There's a most improved. I'm
These
not
guys
making
paid me
this up.
$10,000 to show up.
How did you guys get me here?
Yeah, we
I'm
raised
firing
money.
someone.
We raised money for the award ceremony, but we spend it all on Flory's appearance fee.
The reigning most improved player of the year was Richie Saunders. So F you guys. Just want to make clear that is an award.
Okay. I just saw a tweet from people tweeting it. Fran. Hey, Fran, I was walking my 6-year-old daughter to the car after the game and was left distraught hearing you use such profane language.
Keep it objective. We're gonna
Well-
try to just keep it factual. We just want to know. But that was pretty.
Will Fran comment? That's what I want to know from you guys. Will Fran publicly comment on this?
No.
Listen, a week ago there was an incident.
Keep going.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else he would
car
say
was-
live on a broadcast. There's an
car was-
incident where I made some comments, made some colorful language about the Jayhawks. It was tongue in cheek. Take a joke on Twitter. Take a joke.
You're doing
He
half.
would turn it into people not having a sense of humor.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
He calls
he's
woke.
the best at that.
Nobody gets comedy like me.
I've been to Bill Self's camp. We say tongue in cheek things all the time.
I've told Bill, fuck the Jayhawks. Your impression is half Goodman, half Trump, by the way.
Well, we did some Trump before we went live, and I think that's still in me. It's
Dude,
still in
Goodman on it.
my soul right now.
If you're into a rental car, you got to protect your investment.
You have to
Even
buy
if
the
Fran-
insurance. You have to buy the insurance, Fran. The amount of rental cars I've totaled in Big 12 towns. You should know this.
Oh my god.
It's a great value. It's like $14 to protect your investment, your 3-year-old shitty Jeep that you rented.
It just makes me so happy.
You cannot engage with the locals.
Oh man.
Woo.
Oh Lord.
Who knew? Insurance was all.
Fran.
Yeah, might as well. You see that, Lance? They got an offender bender outside the field house, Lance. I don't think he bought the insurance, Lance. He's gonna be out of pocket, Lance. Just like you did that, Lance. 8:30 flight tomorrow. What happened?
Oh. Crying on the pod.
Disappeared for a minute there.
Crying on the pod. Oh, we got a TCR on the cord. Shout out TCR says. I am crying. I'm crying too.
I'm too.
Bender was so good.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Okay. What did
Jared said, Lance, you'll never guess what that guy in the suit yelled at me out of his car, Lance.
Oh man.
thank you, man. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to Mex friends being courageous.
Thank you to Fran, honestly.
So
Seriously.
okay, so Kelvin, quick. I'm gonna bring us back. Should I bring us back or should I just let us go? Kelvin said something a little weird afterwards. Shit, I had it up but I lost it. Looking at the tweets. Kelvin Samson had a weird quote on the Jayhawks. And I'm gonna pull it up here. Which was Kansas is one of those teams where you just never know. And then I believe Darren said, dang, I don't like that.
What?
Yeah, that's real, I think. Kelvin said.
Did they do the press conference together?
Yeah.
They must have asked him about it afterwards. I don't know. Field of 68. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's Jeff Goodman's pod tweeted it. Afterwards, I guess Darren responded to it. He said, I don't like that. You think that's the first time Darren's actually heard a negative thing about this team? Kansas is just one of those teams that you just never know, but they're pretty good.
What if that's why they don't put Darren in front of the microphone? Because he's just a fucking loose cannon.
He's a savage.
He just starts cursing F-bombs at everybody.
Oh, Darren. Okay. This is from Durf12 on the Discord. He says, Darren was asked about it and he started saying something after his breath. And then after the press conference, Darren asked a reporter for the exact quote. And Darren just shook his head and said, I don't like that.
What is that in reference to, though?
Kelvin said something that a lot of people took as an insult.
What did he say?
He said he's one of those teams you just never know.
Well, they have beaten
know if they're going to show up to play.
Top 5 teams.
Is that what he's saying? You never know if they're going to show up to play.
Okay,
that's probably it.
I have the video, guys. I've found the video.
I need
Release
water.
the video.
Go ahead.
What?
No, it's okay. I'd rather you watch it.
Is it gonna play the audio?
I don't know.
So Kansas is one of those teams that you never know, but they're pretty good. So are we. We're pretty good too. Maybe not tonight, but we're pretty good.
What do you mean by Kansas? You never know what that means. That's what Houston's coach said. He said Kansas, you just never know. Dang. I like that.
So Kansas is
Okay.
There you go.
What is Darren supposed to say?
Well, I don't
Okay.
think what Kelvin said was like a slight against Kansas.
People took it as a slight.
Well, I don't know what the question was. Kansas is one of those teams where you never know.
Yeah, they've beaten 3 top 5 teams and lost to Cincinnati at home.
Is he? Yeah, like I'm assuming Darren took it as he's saying like You never know what version of Kansas you're going to get. You could get the version you got tonight. You could get the version where they suck ass and their best players sitting on the bench. I doubt that's what he meant by it, but
It might be.
Might be.
He wouldn't.
I hope
be
Darren took
wrong.
it the motivating way,
Yeah,
whatever that is.
I'm just happy Darren was there in post game. That's a
What is
that's a big deal.
Darren,
He's spoken
Darren's like-
3 times all year, and one of those was Big 12 Media Days. This is his fourth
oh,
speaking to the media all year.
I told you guys, Darren and Kelvin have some beef. This has been going on.
That's what you said. Big dogged.
And I've been saying that. Kelvin tried to big dog Darren.
is
And
it
then-
possible that Kelvin really didn't know who Darren Peterson was? Is there any chance that's
It's described to me as pretty unlikely. Pretty icy. The exchange. Not a friendly exchange. Just what I heard.
By the way, GIF Hawk on Twitter did clip the segment and tweet it out. And Fran Frischilla has since been tagged in said video.
You mean
What video?
show?
The video of our show discussing
We've been
it
clipped.
with the testimony. We've been clipped, folks.
We didn't even say clip that.
Do it in Goodman voice.
Clip that.
Clip it. You can clip that.
Clip
I
it.
can't.
Edit it. Put it on the internet. That's what he
I
said.
don't
He
like when
doesn't
people clip
understand
us
the different
because we're supposed to be
platforms.
protecting our investment, and our show is our investment.
Yeah,
And Goodman would tell us to protect that.
yeah, he definitely would.
Okay.
Clip that. We clip our show. Hours long.
All right. Look ahead. Look ahead, boys. Look ahead. All right.
Okay,
K-
get us on track here.
okay.
Bring us
We're
home.
going to wrap things up here. KU plays at Arizona on Saturday. So that's happened. I mean, thoughts? I don't
Damn.
really even care. I mean, I feel so good about this win. I'm not really looking ahead to Saturday yet. I will say this. Looking back to last week, loved, even though Wednesday's kind of a shitty night for games, nobody's really watching. Loved the Wednesday, Saturday turnaround. Perfect amount of time in between games. Don't love the Monday to Saturday. Now we have the rest of the week to just kind of like talk about and think about this game forever, which I guess is cool because they won.
But then they lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you ever consider
All right.
that?
All right,
No,
we
I-
hate
This
I
to
had-
have it.
Botox is throwing you off.
Botox
thoughts.
the needle went a little
Botox
deep. It went into the frontal cortex.
Oh,
lobe.
yeah. You don't want to do that.
I like to say that Arizona's lost 2 of 4.
Yeah.
Kind of watered down
And
our awesome.
Wheels are coming off. I'm not going to count that the last 2 wins they have are against ranked teams. The last 2 games, what doesn't matter. They've lost 2 of 4. That's a fact.
I just want to say, okay, how about this?
Is that good?
Here's a spin. Here's a spin. Okay, I got it. I had to figure out a take. I just got the take. Kansas beats Arizona on Saturday. Arizona is going to be 13-3 unless do they play? I'm assuming they play before us. 'Cause
They play Baylor.
All right, let's imagine they win that game. KU beats Zona. Arizona goes to 13-3, 1 game back. They still have to play Iowa State before the end of the season. There's like a million teams sitting there with 4 losses in the Big 12. And without going through the numbers, and honestly, if you're going to be a numbers guy and come in right now and tell me what it would actually be, you're going to be on Fraud Watch. I don't want the actual data on this. I just want to go off vibes. Vibes would tell me if everybody finishes with 4 losses in the Big 12, KU wins the Big 12 because of tiebreaker, because they've beaten all the good teams. So KU beats Arizona. They essentially win the Big 12 off
I think
vibes.
if you sweep Arizona, you deserve to win the Big 12.
That's fair.
I don't even give a. I don't care. I'm going to say it. I don't care about the conference.
It's not the same.
I want the Hawks.
Yeah,
All I
it's
care about is
better
this
than it
team
ever
hitting
was.
Full.
You don't care about winning the
cylinder.
conference in its best form it's ever had in the history of the conference.
No, I'm not going to look back on this year and be like, well, we won the Big 12. I want
That's not what it's
all
about.
I care
It's not about
is this
history. It's
team-
about like the here and now.
Oh, you're trying to live in the present?
Yeah, you should try it.
Healthy.
It's hard when you have bigger games ahead.
Live in the now.
It'd be great. It would be great. I don't feel, ever since the streak ended, and especially since we don't have home and home with everybody, it does feel like it means a little bit less to me personally.
It's because it does mean less.
We get a loaded up schedule.
The focus
Everybody
isn't
wants
there.
Primo matchups for KU. I feel like we could end up with a tough ass schedule.
All that
single
matters.
year.
All that matters is if this team has a chance to be its full self at the end of the season in March. That's it.
Well, if that's all that matters, then why did we just do 90
Oh.
minutes? You know,
Never mind. Never mind. Jared
should
has a
just-
good take. I will stand corrected. I stand down. I was wrong.
okay, what's the take?
For the first time in my life, I was wrong. Jared says one more conference for Bill does nothing for you, Mike. And you know what? I don't know. I'm not saying it does, but we really should savor these moments. Source in the building said that the PA announcer said, join us March 7th for Kansas State. One last ride. I think they normally say that before the last home game. Look at Tien. Tien just shot his pants.
Because you're fucking around. You're fucking
no,
around
he
and,
really
like,
said
kinda,
that.
you know, you're soft tossing though.
Oh,
You're
you call me a
soft
pussy?
launching you're soft launching a take without hard launching it. And I don't like that. Go all
So
the way
you want me
in.
to be more
Make it
Fran,
hard. Let's go.
more Fran, just hard launch, all the
hard launch or
feelings.
don't launch at all.
I'm saying, all right, either this year or next year should be Bill's last season. I think there's a decent chance it's this year. I don't think there's a decision. I don't think there's a decision that has been made or that we know for sure, nor should we, and that's okay. I'm just saying we should enjoy. I would love to enjoy now a Big 12 title with Bill, and I care because I want to enjoy it all. And I'm going to show it all. Mac, your hand is up.
If we go to a Final Four or win a national championship, this will be
He's
the
done.
best last year. If we don't,
Yes.
I actually think he's back. That's my take now. I'm sticking to it. Bill wants to go out a winner.
That is for sure.
Okay, so if you want more Bill, root against them.
So
Mac,
the worse KU plays, the
Mac,
more
you have
of
to
bill we get.
you have to pick a worst KU year.
If they bottom out the rest of the season, we could get like 3 more years of Bill.
Cindy's like, no, no,
Mother pucker.
we're going to Florida.
You're supposed to go to USC or something.
The country club in Dallas.
I think winning the Big 12, regardless of the symbolism for like Bill's career, I think winning there is inherent value in saying, hey, because that's the way Bill's always operated. It's like we have 3 goals. The first one, win the conference. Second one, win the conference tournament. Third one, win a national championship. I think there is value in a team setting to set goals for yourself and then accomplish them. And I don't want to just like roll our eyes at winning the Big 12 and being like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I
don't
think it does.
Is that still the goal? Bill said that they like have changed the way he thinks about it. They're once these teams joined, he was like, we're gonna lose
last
more
year.
games. He's okay with it.
Listen, it could be. I'm honest with myself. That could have been a little coping the last couple of years, just being like, do you have to win it anymore? Maybe some coping.
We don't want to
some
win
being
it.
realistic.
We don't want to win it.
It'd be great.
You want to win it.
I mean, you still get to hang a banner in the field house. That's cool.
I don't like that.
Not a big banner guy.
You don't believe that. You don't. That's a fake take. You don't believe
It is
that.
a fake take. You're right.
Yeah,
It is a fake take, 'cause I was just thinking, you know what I was just thinking? I don't even know where the fucking Big 12 banners are at.
It's the first thing I look at. I show my children. Look up there.
A hand up. That's totally a fake take.
You know what? I appreciate your acknowledgement of the fake takes. Show the fake takes.
I know
But
exactly.
acknowledge the fake takes. Yeah, we all know.
Well, it's like saying like, oh, if you get an academic All-American, your name goes in the rafters. I'm like, should it though? Or should it go in like the hallway? You got good grades. Congrats. We're going to put your name next to fucking Wilt Chamberlain and Danny Manning because you went to class. I don't know.
Not a fake take. I think you believe that. I think that's real.
I'm
I
good with that
definitely
take.
believe that one.
It's
Okay.
Came
Hey.
here to play basketball. Didn't come to play school.
Someone says Samson also had a nasty exchange with one of the KU beat writers.
It was
Don't do this, Kelvin. Like I kind of like
Kelvin's
What's
great. He was
Samson?
pissed.
like if just be nice. Just let it go. They have.
I think I saw it. I think he said, "You raising your voice at me?" No, you are. Everybody's
Yeah, you
here.
did.
Everybody can hear you. Yeah, you did.
He's talking to Shay. Like
Everybody's listening.
That's
to
what
you
I
right
was saying.
now.
I was
Come
like,
on, man.
Who's asking the question?
You started talking with like a northeastern accent too. Come on, man. I
He
love
said,
that.
"You're not
I
crossing."
loved that so much.
Fuck the Jayhawks. I wonder what the question was.
I don't know. I'm searching for it now, but I don't see anything. None of the reporters are tweeting about it.
Maybe
so.
that was the exchange. We're just rehashing it. We don't know. We don't know when this person dropped in and maybe. Oh, it says it was Gary. Called him Johnny Jayhawk. No, he did not.
No. You went
No
after
way.
Gary. Oh, you're a dead man. You're a dead man, Kelvin.
There's no way.
Your days are numbered, you sack of shit. You're dead. Sorry.
no,
Whoa, no, nope,
Not literally.
nope, not literally. Take it back. Take it back, Nick. Nick, I will not have any part of this. We don't
All
go
I'm saying
personal.
is it sure
We
would
we
be a
keep it
shame.
highbrow.
It sure
No,
would
nope,
be.
nope. I can't.
Figuratively. Figuratively.
This could end up looking so bad.
I don't like this.
In a court
I don't
of
like
law.
this. You
I
just
don't like
ruined a
Kelvin.
good episode. You
I
ruined a
think-
good episode.
The
What
did I
has
do?
ever been ruined?
It's
You
a
just-
figurative
okay.
speech. Okay.
You
hey,
love
rappers,
Gary
rappers
Bedore.
talk about killing people. That's what I'm gonna do that right now too.
Okay.
Rappers talk about killing people. We're having fun.
Defending himself in the most
Uh,
bizarre way.
I know someone
possible.
that from a burner account tweeted that about a football coach once, NFL, and turns out people in law enforcement take that shit kind of seriously, Nick. They just knocked on the door.
Okay,
It's a
Nick
real
didn't
story.
finish his statement. He said,
If
"You're
you would have
dead
let
to
me
us
finish-
AU fans as a coach that we revere and respect and want."
Yeah,
to see
you
replace
guys cut me
yourself."
off before I could finish my statement. I said, "You're a dead man in the eyes of KU fans who no longer view you as one of the best coaches in college basketball. That reputation has died.
Mm,
If you would have let me finish,
you're
that's
right.
what I would have said. And also, if you ever say a fucking word about Gary Bedore again, I swear to
Cut the
God,
feed, cut
Kelvin
the feed.
Sampson."
Cut it.
I have the video.
We play it.
It's the full thing.
The
Let me-
full press conference. We'll just listen to the whole 20 minutes of it.
How long? Yeah, let's just do it. I have this early flight. I think it's a good time to just get it going.
Yep. No, he did. The coach referred to a reporter as Johnny Jayhawk.
It's kind of
What was the question?
Wait, he called Gary Bedore Johnny Jayhawk?
Allegedly. The question was around the effect of Kansas grabbing rebounds and getting out and running to start the second half. Here, I'm gonna listen. I'll just
Actually, shoe fits.
this is not Gary Bedore. This is not Gary Bedore who asked this question.
All right, Nick, you can take it back.
Who is it? Yeah, that's true. This is the only person I would defend like that. All right. I take it back.
I have no idea who this is.
Okay.
All right.
It's not Gary.
fuck them.
We're okay. Okay. Disaster averted.
Subscribe, rate, and review.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can find Could Be Wrong wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch on YouTube, and every time you do, we get $1. For Mike Vernon, Kevin Tehan, Kevin Meckley, I'm Nick Schwartz. Thanks for listening and watching. This is Could Be Wrong.